so cold in my room. I've got goosebumps and I'm surprised you can't see them because it's so cold in here. I don't know why I'm finding myself as if I'm hot. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing amazing today. So in this week's video, I'm going to be reviewing this beauty. So the Makeup Revolution's Reloaded Newtrals Palette 2 cost me £4 from Superdrug. Look at them, they are so pretty. How can you just not automatically fall in love with that, especially with Valentine's Day coming up? This is the palette for you. The palette includes a mix of shimmers and matte shades. There's 15 in total. It's cruelty free, it's vegan, and it's gluten free. There is no animals harmed in the making of this stunning palette. Yay! I did that because I was really cold. So before I start, I've swatched all the shades going from row by row on my arm. When it comes to the shimmer shades, I feel like the pigmentation just comes out straight away. However, when it comes to the mattes, I feel like you will have to kind of like build it up a bit more. Just a little disclaimer, I'm going to be like faffing with my fringe the whole time because I went to the hairdressers and I was really excited because it was going to get the green out of my hair, and then I asked for a fringe, like a nice little sweeping fringe, just wanted a really tiny one, and he gave me this. Just ignore the fringe. I think I've gone quite like ombre with my eye makeup compared to like a halo. I did like originally was a cut crease, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna play around with some of the light shades. If you guys want to see how I created this look using the new Makeup Revolution's palette, then keep watching. That was a really pathetic click. I'm gonna use the hairband Becca got me again and push my hair out my face before I do this. Look, it doesn't even stay in it. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. So this is the palette. That's one of the things that mostly attracted to me this palette, is the pan sizes are so big. That's what, 15 pans, and all of the shades are just so pretty. They did really well on this palette. I wish they had shade names though, but they don't, so I'm just gonna have to point at them again. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here as my base transition colour. Might scooch in a bit closer. That is a lot pinker than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. In the pan it looks a lot more rosy. So next I'm going to take a small blending brush and I'm just going to go with this shade here. I understand it is a lot darker than this shade here. Oh, there's a lot of fallout from that pan. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Now I'm going back in with a larger brush just to blend out the edges because they are very harsh. So I think that's all the colours I want to do on my base from this palette, just because the colours are quite intense and pigmented, and I think that looks alright so far. Next I'm going to make a cut crease wherever my thing is gone. So usually I like to make my cut creases using like a concealer stick, but I'm going to use my foundation this time purely because it's so thick as a foundation that I feel like it just brings out the colour more. Like, it covers my lid really well, it doesn't show any product underneath, and then when I put the colour on top it makes it so pigmented and just shows up so well. So that's what I'm going to do with this. My brush. Bloop. So now it's on my brush, I'm just going to make my cut crease. And I'm just going to dab it out with my finger because I put a little bit too much product on there. So that's one cut crease done, I've just got to do the other. I always get it in my eyelashes, always. So my cut crease is done. So to set that foundation in place that's on my cut crease, I'm going to use this white shade here all over where I've just done the cut crease. And I've taken it on a flat brush just so I can pack on the colour more intensely. So I've packed on the white onto where I've just done my cut crease, but because it's kind of not really that blended, I'm going to go back in with a small blending brush and just blend those into each other. So now I'm going to go in with this pastel pink here onto a flat brush again, and I'm going to pop it from the middle of my lid to the outer corner. So next I'm going to go with this shade here, which is just a little bit darker than that first one, and pop it on the outer corner of my eye, again using a flat brush. So now that's done, I'm going to go in with these two shades here, just on the outer corner of my eye to darken it up and add some definition. To do this, I'm using a small blending brush. Okay, now that that's done, I do think the edges around my eyes are looking a little bit too harsh, so I'm just going to go back and blend those out. I need to refix my hairband because it's coming out. Bloody fringe. Now that that is done, I'm going to go along my lower lash line. I chipped one of them. No! I'm going to go across my lower lash line with these two shades here just to darken out and add some definition because they are looking very pale right now. Now that I put that on my lower lash line, I'm going to blend it out with a small blending brush. Now that that's blended out, I'm going to go in with a shimmer shade and pop it into the middle of my lid just because it's looking a bit flat at the moment and I want some shimmer in there. So now that my eye makeup is basically done, I'm just going to go back with this shimmery shade again and put it up into my brow bone. Is that what it's called? So that is my makeup done using the Makeup Revolution Reload Newtrals 2 palette, and I'm just going to go put some eyeliner and mascara on to complete this look, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. So there we go, that is my finished look using the new Makeup Revolution's Reloaded Newtrals 2 palette. I paired it with a neutral lipstick as well because there's no point having like a really bold eye and a really bold lip. I just absolutely love this palette. I think the colours are so pigmented, as you can see. They're so like powerful but playful at the same time. They blend so easily so they're not that harsh. Like obviously you saw in the video there were quite a few harsh lines that were going on, but they blended out so easily. This palette is so good. It's cruelty free, it's vegan, it's gluten free, it's affordable, it's super pigmented. There is like a little bit of fallout from the palettes, but then again most eyeshadows have fallout and it's just not really, it's not going to be the biggest problem in the world. The only issue with fallout is that you have to have is if it falls onto your cheek and the colours are quite dark, then it's going to ruin your face-based makeup, but at the same time these colours blend so easily so you can just brush it off. Overall I think this is such an amazing palette and I would definitely recommend getting this palette, and I'm going to be using this a lot more because I really just like the pink tones, especially Valentine's Day coming up. I think they're super like in trend right now. You can obviously make more subtle eye looks with this palette, but I've gone for a dramatic one because I've gone for like neutral lip and a black outfit, so I want something to pop in it. Overall I just think this palette is so amazing for £4. 4 squids. 4 quid. This palette is 4 quid. 4 quid. 4 quid. So if you guys did like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my face, then subscribe to my channel and turn on the little bell to be notified when I upload videos. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day today doing whatever you are doing, and I will see you in my next couple of videos. I don't know what this was. Bye guys. I hate my fringe.